Hello, everyone. So today I'm really proud to just thank you for all the subscribers that I've gotten on my videos thus far. We've gone up to 2,000 subscribers, and this is amazing. This has been a milestone I've been looking forward to for quite a while. And I'll be making some special videos. The next 3 videos I'll be making will be specifically because all of you have subscribed. So thank you very much. Keep on sharing my videos. Keep on, sharing my content. Helping the world in whatever way that you can with the content that I produce or whatever you produce. Feel free to put out content that's related to all of these spiritual topics that benefit all of mankind. But thank you very much for subscribing. And today we have an interview with an old high school friend. I've known him for it's got to be about 8 years now, 8 or 9. And he's going to talk about some of his experiences in life and the aspects of life. So we're going to go ahead and start. And this is Chris. How you doing, Chris?
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. All right, so let's just dive right in. Why do you think that your aspects of life are based on your life experiences, when your life experiences are what give you your aspects of life?
It's funny you ask that because really, if you think about it, man, it's your life experiences are really what give you your aspects of life. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, in that meaning that you can't have assumptions whenever you go into something if you don't have experience in it. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to have experience in something and gain wisdom is for you to go through it and grow through it, not go through it and not learn nothing in between it. You know what I'm saying?
So learn from what you go through, basically. All those experiences that you have that you didn't actually plan for, but just are kind of thrown at you by the world.
Exactly.
Okay, excellent. So are there any particular experiences that you'd like to talk about as far as some of the things that you've been through or some of the things that you've overcome?
It's funny you asked that, man, because, you know what I'm saying, I grew up less fortunate on the other side of the tracks, man, you know what I mean, and now that I was blessed enough to be put in a better environment, it's funny how everything that I thought was one thing ended up being another, like, you know what I'm saying, I was more nervous coming into a higher environment than I was, you know what I'm saying, being in a lower environment. I mean, you know what I'm saying, I was more scared of being into a minority group instead of being into my majority group, meaning that I wasn't expecting to step out of my own boundary, and that's exactly what I needed to do in order to go through things into a positive manner.
Because society kind of tells us what is, what we should be. And a lot of these constructs that society puts out there, they don't give everybody the same advantage.
Exactly.
So, like, coming from the grassroots of America, basically, and rising up past all of, society's expectations is something, because a lot of the time it's hard for us to see the world any other way than society wants us to see it. So, how have you learned to see the world since you've overcome a lot of your situations when you were younger?
Well, it's funny you asked that because, you know what I'm saying, I always came through with the mind view of, you know what I'm saying, if you're not aware of your mistakes, is considered sinning. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, man, I was born into a bad environment, you know what I'm saying? I was born into it, meaning that, you know what I'm saying, I was going into trials and tribulations as a young child, you know what I mean, being in a bad environment and everything like that, and me having to go through that and learn through small things in that type of aspect, like, for instance, missing the school bus, you know what I'm saying, if I miss the bus, you know what I'm saying, I'm going through 3 different types of zones, you know what I'm saying? People from the streets know what zones are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? People would take your lunch money, you know what I'm saying? Because you missed the bus, you know what I mean? And you cross their path, you know what I'm saying? You're on their block, they're going to have to check you. You know
because people don't have a lot of stuff, so they branch out and try to take other people's
stuff. It ain't
stuff.
necessarily like that, you know what I'm saying? These people in particular, you know what I'm saying? They got more opportunities, you know what I'm saying, than the average normal working person in the hood. I'll put it like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying, it's a process of supply and demand, you know what I'm saying? I can leave it at that, you know what I mean?
Okay. So, like, coming from, let's say, like, Louisiana to Texas, was there a big difference as far as, like, coming from one environment to another?
I mean, other than the heat. You know what I mean?
Humidity.
You know what I'm saying? The humidity was way higher in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? It's a different type of hot out here in Texas, I can tell you that. And, yeah, it was a big change, man, because, you know what I'm saying, like I said, man, I grew up with these different laws and these different rules and different aspects of life, you know what I'm saying, and I had to go through a change, man, you know what I'm saying, I had a short fuse, you know what I'm saying, I went through a whole different type of another rage, you know what I'm saying, so whenever I came out here, I had to have a determination, a different mindset, you know what I'm saying, and luckily I had the people lined up in my life, you know what I'm saying, thanks by the grace of God, You know what I mean? In order to give me that opportunity, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bounce from it. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't really recall. So did you move straight to Flower Mound when you moved here, or did you move to a different area in Texas first?
Man, actually, no, man. I started out, I went from New Orleans to Baton Rouge, and Baton Rouge to Houston, and Houston to here.
Okay. And
And
Houston got hit by a hurricane pretty recently, and I hear they're doing pretty bad. Uh, do you have any relatives in Houston or anybody that you know in Houston
actually, I
that
do,
suffered?
yeah. That had a couple people that I knew that suffered from it, but the good thing is that I had the people that stay out. I have a few family members stay in Kingwood, and they didn't get touched by the hurricane. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, so it just determined on what side of the map you're on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a concrete jungle out there. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It is.
Literally. You
And a
know,
lot of
it's
the time, I spend a lot of time in Dallas myself. There's a very big environment change from Dallas to like Flower Mound, which is a suburb. And there's this huge environment change, and they're not even that far apart. Or even Louisville and Flower Mound, they're not even that far apart. But there's this kind of other side of the tracks feel where like certain people get more in society, and I don't think that it's always that they necessarily work for it. They just happen to be blessed with either a certain skin color or into a certain family or into a certain environment that they are able to prosper at a higher rate. So like as far as the difference between like Flower Mound and Dallas, do you know a lot of people in Dallas that like wouldn't even understand or even see like Flower Mound as something that they've ever experienced before? Like,
not in particular, man, because like I said, whenever I came out here with a different aspect, man. I wasn't coming out here to be considered a statistic, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be an autistic, you know what I mean? So with that being said, like, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't coming out here to do the same habits that I had growing up, you know what I mean? I had a different chance to have a better opportunity, and that's exactly what I did to take over. You know
so you decided to make that change.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, whenever I grow through this opportunity, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that I would think that would never happen whenever I was at a certain age that I would now, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I thought I would never thought to see was 18.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, like I said, I'd have been paralyzed, you know what I mean? Everything else like that, you know what I'm saying? I done woke up, you know what I'm saying, on the side of a block, you know what I'm saying, from being knocked out unconscious. And it's happened, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not making that as an excuse to hold me back from anything at all.
So you didn't even let when you got hurt and into your hospital visit, you didn't even allow that to hold you back. You basically were able. Did you have any doubts about your ability to like recover, or did you? How was that for you?
You know, it was funny because it happened to me when I was around 13 years old, you know what I'm saying? And then they told me that they had left a note saying that if I needed to use the bathroom to alert the nurse to take me to the bathroom.
Oh, gee, that's
and
terrible.
then, you know what I'm saying, I had, you know what I'm saying, man had too much pride for that, so we never like that. And so I got up or whatever like that, and you know what I'm saying, and I took the little rolly thing, you know what I'm saying, and then it hit me, reality hit me when I realized I was actually paralyzed and I could not walk on one side, so I hopped on one leg to get to
Oh man.
the other, you know what I'm saying, get to
terrible.
the bathroom, and then the crazy part was, like, that's the first time, like, I've ever been, you know what I'm saying, juiced up, you know what I mean, and been, like, pretty high, you know
So you couldn't really feel it.
I mean, yeah, I really couldn't feel it at all. You know what I'm saying? What I did feel is when I stand up and try to take a pee, and then all of a sudden my eyes just went black. You know what I mean? And I had to sit down because, you know what I'm saying? And then, but yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Something went off, you know what I'm saying? The nurses came in there, like, something went wrong, whatever, like that. And they just saw that I was going to use the bathroom without asking them because, you know what I'm saying? It was
You had too much respect for yourself, so you had to. You really felt like you had to do it for yourself, even at that young age.
Exactly.
Yeah, I respect that. So how long did it take you to recover?
It took me altogether 17 and a half weeks, 4 months, 1 week.
Takes a lot longer for a lot of people. So I'm glad that you got through that, because that sounds like a very painful experience. Are there any thoughts that you would like to share regarding any of these topics before we wrap this up, or are you good about the information that you shared?
I mean, I'm pretty good. If I can say one thing, is that you can't hang out with chickens and expect to soar with eagles, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can tell you for sure. You know what I mean? And so, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? And another thing is, you know what I'm saying, just because you're related to somebody doesn't mean that they necessarily want the best for you. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that God has a plan for everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to determine what it is, man.
Excellent.
You know
All right, well, hey, thank you, man, for thank you for sharing all that. This has been Chris, my friend from high school that we've known each other for quite a while. Thank you very much for watching. I will be producing a couple more videos that are a little bit different to celebrate those 2,000 subscribers, all of you who have subscribed to my channel. So feel free to continue to watch me, especially in the coming days as I continue this celebration videos of things that I haven't done before. Regarding this time where the channel has grown. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope all of y'all have a great day.